Hi everybody, I'm Shane and welcome back to See It My Way. Today we're going to talk about a congenital eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. Before we go on with that, I just want to let you know I'm not a doctor, I'm not affiliated with the medical field at all, I can barely work a band-aid. So with all that being said, let's get started. So basically how the eye works is light enters the front of the eye, goes to the back of the eye where the retina is located. The retina sends signals to your brain and your brain turns those signals into images. With retinitis pigmentosa, your retina slowly degenerates, and what this means is you're going to slowly lose your peripheral vision till it comes to nothing. You're going to lose the light your eye collects, and you're going to lose the color your eye collects. For some people, this progresses slowly, and for some people, this progresses quickly. For me, I'm fortunate. I'm 40 years old, and it's been a slow progression for me. But I am not going to let this disease hold me back. I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa when I was 7 or 8 years old. My brother and my mother and I were all diagnosed around the same time. But when you're 7 or 8, you're not worried about stuff like this. You're worried about Legos and lollipops. So at this point in my life, there wasn't very much concern for this diagnosis. By the time I was 10 years old, I really started noticing some changes in my eyesight. My first traumatic instance was when I was in Little League. I was 11 or 12 years old, and it was a pretty important game, and I was playing third base. A ball was overthrown to the second baseman. It rolled my way. I couldn't see it. Everybody was yelling at me, parents, my players. I never saw the ball. The catcher had to run up, get the ball. Unfortunately, the kid got an in the park home run. And that was an extremely traumatic situation for me. I got pulled from the game immediately. I was pulled into the dugout. And the only thing I can think about at the time was, how mad is my dad gonna be? So once I got to high school, things were a little tougher. Kids were mean because they're not understanding at all. They picked on you for not being able to see very well. I got put to the front of the room so I could read the board. When it came to playing basketball and stuff, I always had to make excuses. High school was just tough. I'm glad it's over. After I turned 25, my eyesight really started to decline. I met my wife when I was 28 years old. We got married when I was 29. And she was great. She accepted this disease with no qualms at all, and I love her for that. But she had to endure a little bit of my depression, a lot of my anger, and fortunately, we got through it. And how I got through this was, one morning I woke up and I decided I just gotta be happy. If I'm not gonna be happy and I don't accept this disease, I'm not gonna get through it. And now you guys are with me to witnessing me keeping happy, and I want you to see it my way.